Hey, good morning, everybody. Crypto Mentor 99. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It is Monday, April 29th, 2024. Coming to you once again from the sauna in the bunker. We've got 129 degrees. And yeah, a weird thing happened yesterday that kind of caught me by surprise. So, our neighbors moved in a couple years ago. It was after COVID, maybe around COVID. Anyhow, never really struck up a conversation with the guy right away. We know his wife a little better than him. The wife kind of watches our cats sometimes. We have 2 cats. And so I'm getting ahead of myself. So Mrs. Crypto Mentor comes in last night, which was Sunday night. And I won't say his name, but she's like, did you know blank used to play pro football? And I'm like, and I said his name, I'm like, blank used to, I'll call him S. S used to play pro football? And Mrs. Crypto Mentor's like, yeah. I said, well, how do you know that? And she's like, well, every night Mrs. Crypto Mentor 99 walks Minnie, our dog. And she's like, I came back from my walk. S was outside on the front lawn. And I just struck up a conversation with him. I'm like, oh, cool. And she, Mrs. Crypto Mentor 99, goes into these stories about him playing pro football. And I'm like, really? So right now, we're in our mid-60s. S would be 50, maybe 52 years old, if I'm guessing. Yeah, he's definitely not in his 40s. Anyhow, interesting little tidbit. And, I mean, not that I'm going to say anything to him. I mean, I've had conversations with him since they've moved in the last 5 or 6 years, but it was never about what he used to do or what teams that he played for and the coaching that he did. So it was kind of interesting. But I wasn't going to say this until now because I just thought of it till now. But that's how you know, like, you never know who you're talking to. And not that you need to be put on a pedestal if you're like a pro athlete or something, but you never know who you're talking to. I've met some of the most interesting people for an hour or two just on like an airplane flight from point A to point B. And when I go to Guatemala, I always bump into somebody that's really cool. You know, they're like, hey, what do you do for a living? And I share with them, and I'm like, hey, what do you do for a living? And, you know, I run the South American division of this big tool company or this computer company, and we end up kind of being friends for a little bit. Or people at the Guatemala airport flying out of Guatemala into Houston. You always meet a couple of cool people on that flight. Anyhow, that's it. My neighbor, who would have thought S played pro football? But that's it. Crypto Mentor 99. You never know who you're talking to. And yeah, that's it. Love y'all. Bye-bye.